Which type of tattoo makes you cringe the most? I'm a tattoo artist. Had a regular come into the shop. He was an older swinger type and my coworker tattooed him. He got Pinocchio tattooed above his junk with his penis as the nose, and script that said lie to me. I try not to judge tattoos, but I figured you'd all appreciate this one. But his nose only grows when he tells the lie, not when he hears someone else lie. Those creepy faces of babies, which looks like there's a little demon on your body. Baby face are so hard to get right. They don't have the same proportions as adults. Even drawings of babies are creepy 910 times. Baby face are so hard to get right. Even for parents. I was in line behind a guy who had a tattoo on his neck of two obese, naked cartoon women going at it, tongues hanging out, flying sweat drops, the works. What else is he supposed to jerk off to? It's on his neck. It's more of a public service than a personal use thing. Armpit pussies. It's when someone gets two women's legs tattooed around their armpit hair. Yes. Till this is a thing and people are capable of being even trashier than I thought. The tattoo of a clown holding a gun smoking a joint on my leg. Edit, thanks for all the love and awards, guys. Never thought my horrible tattoo from 9 years ago would blow up like this. That sounds pretty incredible though. It was done when I was 15. On Molly. In a dealer's apartment. Please give us a pic, I need to see this. Instant shame. Holy shit, it's even worse than I expected. One my sister did for a guy on his arm of a juice carton with a pussy on the side saying pussy juice eat it. If I remember correctly, it also had a droplet coming out the end of the straw. You. Right? Who uses a straw, when you can just drink from the tap? Save the turtles. Nothing says I've been to prison for cooking meth in my trailer like a Joker neck or face tattoo. I knew a guy who got a green question mark because his name was Maurice and because of that song. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. I am a comic book fan and told him that's the Riddler's symbol. The Joker's symbol, if any, is the Joker's face. He hung his head and was like, yeah, I know. No regrets? Tattoos of brands. It's basically free advertising. At least email them what they would pay you if you advertise for them till you die. Domino's actually did a promotion in Russia where if you got a tattoo of their logo in a visible place you'd get free pizza for the next 100 years. So many people did it that Domino's stopped the promotion rather quickly. This also happened at a coffee shop where I went to college. Open Eye Cafe. They really underestimated the number of people willing to get a tattoo in exchange for free drip coffee for life. Yeah, they also underestimate how poor some people are. Like, have you ever seen a soup kitchen line? Probably every one of those people would take up pizza instead. We should stop before we give some big corporation a bad idea. Poor people's skin will look like a NASCAR jacket just so they can pay the bills. Well, then it'll just be like YouTube. You haven't made it on YouTube unless you get sponsored by Raid, Shadow Legends or NordVPN. Famous people. I get it that you really are a fan of said famous person, but to permanently ink their face onto yourself is borderline crazy emo. Like that guy with the full-back Steve-O tattoo. Or that guy with 2 Jaden Smith tattoos. Just saw a couple of days ago a writing on some dude, Karna isn't a bitch, just as I wrote it. He's just expressing support for his friend Karna. She might not be a saint, but she isn't a bitch. Me reading these replies to see if any of my tattoos are on here. Right? So far I haven't seen my tattoos on here yet and feel alright, haha. I doubt you have any pussy juice tattoos, so you're probably golden lol. Sayings, especially ones that span multiple limbs areas. I was in the army with a guy from Texas that thought he was hard as woodpecker lips. Had Cowboy the Duck Up tattooed across his forearms, ostensibly so if he put his fists up to fight you, you would read it and, I don't know, be scared or something. He never got in any fights that I know of, but due to the size he wanted it in shitty planning, one arm said Cowboy and the other arm simply read fuck up. And he immediately became known as Cowboy, the fuck up. Ada, dumbass PV2 Waldo gets me my first gold award lol, thanks stranger. I don't know the exact English word, but in German it's called antlers. I'm not sure what it's actually supposed to represent, but it kind of looks like you've got a deer tossing your salad inside your pants. I love how German is really accurate when naming things lol. Lips on the neck. I get it, you're a gangster with an attitude problem and probably want to fight. Come to New Mexico. You'll see this so goddamn much, on both men and women, that you'll get used to it and it'll stop bothering you. Know a girl who tattooed her firstborn's name as a tramp stamp. Not what I would want someone to be looking at while tagging from behind. A reminder that she's ovulating and that you are making a significant commitment. The more I think about it, the more genius it becomes. Ultimate birth control. Had a lady come into the store I was working in with a big neck tattoo that said Daddy's Girl. May have been the most shocking one I've ever seen. Unfortunately, a lot of really awful obvious tattoos like that are brands by pimps, human traffickers. Barbed wire around the arm that doesn't even go all the way because it hurt too bad. How else would you let everyone know that you lifted weights in 1996? A defendant in the courtroom I clerked in during law school had homicide tattooed on his face, over his eyebrow. Not a great look. Hyper-realistic porn star facial tattoos. Yes, you read that correctly, this is actually a thing. I just can't imagine getting that permanently put on your body for display. Here are a couple of examples: nsfw.inger.com, nsfw.inger.com. Why? Just why? Don't you want to have a sex life, or wear a Speedo, or have friends anymore? Any tattoos like name plus name together forever, because if that relationship goes down and the two break up, that is going to be awkward. My first tattoo, I went to get my daughter's name and her birthday. The guy tried so hard to talk me out of it and I couldn't understand why. He goes, man, a name and it is just going to turn into a bad memory one day. And then I realized he thought this was a girlfriend or something. Told him it was my kid and he goes, oh. Alright, let me go get set up, haha. More related story. My daughter's mom, ex, has my name tattooed on her wrist and I laugh to myself every time I see her. Facts, he thought you were dating a child. No, I can't imagine. Probably figured it was an anniversary or just didn't look to see what the date actually was. It's sweet that he tried to save you, ha. It's super common for decent artists to try and talk people out of tattoos like that. They know it will very likely be a huge regret one day. So true. When I was young and very new to the tattoo world, I went to my artist with an idea and he said I could do that, but it won't look any good and won't hold up well. What if we do this variation? And I was very happy with that. That stupid cliche thing that says life one way and death the other. Ambigram. Whoa, Black Betty. I once stood in line behind a lady who had, like, the bad tattoo parade going from the nape of her neck. She had "Only God Can Judge Me," something in Asian characters, and an ugly, faded, poorly drawn crucifix. Only God is allowed to judge her, bruh, better delete this. Couple tattoos like portraits or names. Mostly when they proudly tell you it's because they've been together for 5 months and just know they stay together forever. The more shit a couple does to prove they're gonna be together happy forever, the less I believe they're gonna be together happy forever. Edit, see the "but I am a special exception" comments have started arriving. Edit 2, side-eyeing y'all that are so defensive about how happy you are. Who you trying to convince? In high school, we always joked about the art class curse where, the moment some poor, love-struck girl decides to paint a picture of her and her boyfriend, they're guaranteed to break up 2 months later. In music circles we called it the duet curse. For knitters it's the sweater curse. My gram would always start knitting her boyfriend a pair of socks but would break up before she got to the second one. Her father would tease her and say if she ever met a one-legged man she'd be all set.